Hey guys, Marshall from Going Gear, SHOT Show 2014 in Las Vegas. We're here once again with the owner and founder of Nite Ize, Rick Case. How you doing this year?
Thanks very much, Marshall. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. So he's going to show us the new Nite Ize products. We're really excited about this. Always one of our more popular videos. Bunch of just cool little gadgets. I mean, that's what you guys make, and you know, the S-beaners and the gear ties, and you guys have some new stuff along those lines. So
we do. We brought out a lot of new items this year for spring. We're looking forward to going to market with new Innova LED headlamps and new upgraded flashlights and a lot of new Nite Ize products. So I'm just going to pick on a few of them, but
sure.
A lot of the new items are all on our website now. We're ready to go and look forward to having you have a look. So let's start with the first product here. It's called the Innova STS headlamp. And this is the first ever headlamp that's 142 lumens. It's both white and red LED colors. And there's 5 different modes, and the best part of all is this product's waterproof to 1 meter. And one of my favorite parts about the headlamp is we showed this last year to you when we did it with our small micro flashlight, but this has an interface that's very simple. So whenever you are using a flashlight that is multiple modes and multiple LED colors, it's sometimes difficult to be able to figure out how to access the multiple modes or switch to different colors. The STS interface makes this super simple. So essentially you swipe to shine. If you look at the top here, you can swipe it to the left and be able to achieve white. And if you swipe it to the right, you can go and achieve the red color. And essentially to go through the different modes, within 3 seconds you consecutively flip through and go through different modes. You end up with high, you saw medium, you saw flashing. You also have the ability to do what we call infinity zoom. By just putting your finger on the button within 3 seconds, you can actually dim this down. It'll blink at the bottom, it'll blink at the top, and then essentially you can just let off right where you want the light to shine, the amount of light. And then you can do the same thing in the red section. We really eliminated any opening in the top of the polycarbonate housing of the headlamp. So we've been able to make it watertight by putting an O-ring seal inside and using this compound latch in the back here. It's powered by 3 AAA batteries. It has a phenomenal runtime. We're measuring everything to the ANSI NEMA FL1 standards, so you'll be able to determine the light output in lumens, the runtime by LED color, and again it's IPX7 on the waterproof, impact resistance in the range, but all those data points are there. The MSRP on the new headlamp is $34.99. So
great price.
We're really excited about the feature set of the headlamp, but really just the interface and the simplicity of just how easy it is. And one of the other things I want to point out is a sort of a technical detail. If you'll notice this interface, you essentially have to swipe your finger from over 2 different sensors from one end to the other. So if you put this in your pack and you're ever worried about reaching your hand in there and accidentally turning it on, we have a lockout mode. And the lockout mode is achieved by putting 2 fingers over the sensor and then essentially swiping in either direction. You just saw the 2 red LEDs blink. So now, if you try it, it's in lockout mode. To take it out of lockout mode, put 2 fingers back over those sensors, and you essentially swipe in the direction of the light you want to enter. So if you swipe to the right, you're going to get red, or if you swipe to the left, you go into white.
Okay.
So it's a nice little detail feature, but we're really happy about the quality of the woven elastic, the custom plastic hardware that's been incorporated with it. We're looking forward to hearing everybody's feedback on the new headlamp. So we've done
little headlamp for sure.
Thank you. We've done a few different colors. We've made them in blue, as well as with the corresponding strap. You have a good view over here, Marshall, if you don't mind, if you take a look at this. So it's this, and also in black as well. So, all right. And then referring back over to some of the, I'll turn around here, some of the new Innova flashlights. We've made some significant upgrades that are just coming out in around April timeframe. We've taken our XS flashlight, which was previously at 53 lumens, and we've upgraded that to 80 lumens, at the same time maintaining the runtime and efficiency within the range of where it had been, and essentially with no price changes. So you'll also see the X1 flashlight, which was at 55 lumens, is now coming out at 80 lumens, but a significant improvement in the runtime. We're upwards to 4 hours and high on the runtime now, where we were at about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's a huge change.
It really is a nice change. So really, these 2 lights just comes down to the size of the light you want and really the runtime, but it's a really nice flashlight now at 80 lumens for the size of it as one AAA.
And these are all ANSI FL1, so these are going to be directly comparable to other manufacturers. So when you see the 4 hours,
right,
It's really 4 hours.
And that's a nice thing to be able to view, is by looking at the standards. Again, you can go down and really have a good idea, be able to compare all the flashlights in the market. So we're excited about that. And I'll just skip to a few of the other ones. We've essentially upgraded every handheld light in the line, but even when you go up to some of our rechargeable lights like the T4R, we've now moved this from 303 lumens up to 571. So some pretty significant improvements relative to the brightness, and again, while maintaining the runtime. Our brightest light in our line now is our T5, and this light has gone from 456 to 672 lumens.
Are you maintaining the same interface and everything on all these models?
We really are. Same interface. We're maintaining the same overall shape, style, and appearance of the lights. So essentially, you'll see the same lights you've been expecting, just upgraded again, all at the same price.
A lot of them increase in output and efficiency.
Yes,
as we're saying. Okay.
Yep. All right. And then stepping over to some of the different Nite Ize accessories. Last year, Marshall, I showed you a new locking S-beamer, and it uses a little feature called the slide lock. We've introduced some new, more traditional shaped carabiners that we call slide lock carabiners, and essentially we've integrated this slide to lock functionality where, you hold that for me just a second. So essentially you're just sliding this piece out of the base to open the gate, and then again you can lock it down and be able to lock it. So essentially we're making locking carabiners using our slide lock technology.
Not for climbing, right?
That's right. That's right. These are great for hooking on gear, connecting different things together, and just kind of a continuation of a lot of the different accessories you've known from us. So
looks like they're rated for 10 pounds and 75 pounds.
That's right. So you'll see that similar in size to the other S-beaners that we've had. And then another product that we just brought out in the summertime, this is a new product called the doohickey. And the doohickey is a key accessory tool. As you know, we make a lot of key accessories. This has a carabiner clip, so it's excellent for clipping to your existing key ring. And there's a few little components on here that I think make it really convenient. There's a bottle opener. Everybody needs one of those. And then there's a nice feature on essentially the flat section, which is a flathead screwdriver that's beveled at the edge that allows you to use it for cut and tape. So it's a great way to open up a box.
Actually has a little bit of a point on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can still take it through TSA security, obviously.
So
there's a ruler on here as well. It's in metric as well as empirical, and then 3 different sizes of wrenches. So that's retail at $4.99.
So one side metric, the other side imperial on the ruler?
Yes.
It's a great little tool.
Thank you.
We sold out as soon as we got them in.
It's been really popular. We're now just making it in black also,
right.
So both in stainless and in black. And along the lines of some of our mobile accessories, we just brought out a new product called the Total Eclipse. And the Total Eclipse is an update to a product we've had in the years past, which was called the Eclipse. And this is essentially the first ever mountable self-locking pocket clip. We've molded this out of carbon fiber, and this is being attached with 3M VHB adhesive tape. It's the same items that we've used before to attach the steely components we showed you. So essentially this is a clip that when loaded into a pocket, this automatically locks. And I don't know if I can show you this from here or not, but if you
we can pan down.
Can you do that? When you load this onto a pocket, it's very simple. It automatically locks into your pocket until you press this button. So essentially it's just a great way to be able to attach the clip to any conveniently accessible device you want to have, whether it's your mobile phone, whether it's a knife, a small tool, and then just by pushing that button it allows you to release it.
Anything with a flat surface, there's a big complaint about some of the pocket knives on the market, so they don't have clips on there.
Exactly.
It's a great accessory for that. You
Exactly.
can throw
and Marshall, I don't know, for any of you who haven't used VHB, which stands for Very High Bond, it's a foam adhesive tape that 3M makes.
It's strong.
It's amazing. And the best part of all is when it comes time to take it off of whatever device you have, a case, or maybe move it to another knife, you can do that by taking something like fishing line or dental floss and actually sawing through the foam, and then you can remove all the residue just by with your thumb moving all the foam tape off, but so it doesn't damage any surface.
Right.
So that's a nice way to do it. So we're excited about that addition. And along the same line of that, there's a new product called the Key Clips, and this is an accessory that uses that locking clip, but essentially there's a split ring here. So if you don't want to have the keys buried in the bottom of your pocket, you can essentially put it right on the edge, make sure they're locked in there, and then it's a nice way to clip them to a bag. But it's sort of an alternative to using carabiners with your keys.
It's popular in the knife market also to have what they call danglers.
Okay.
It's the same thing, so you don't have your knife clip to your pocket or tucked away, have it kind of dangling down there. This is a nice option for that, because a lot of the knives on the market, they have lanyard holes or holes for this to go right into.
Exactly, and the same sort of spirit of the other one is, down here in the way that this actually is connecting at the bottom, you can either put it on the outside as well. Right, so if you just want a quick way to free your hands, you have it attached. So that's a new item that we've just brought out. And then I think last year we spoke a little about our micro lock S-Beaners.
Yep.
And we went ahead and made a key rack now that takes 6 of the micro lock S-Beaners, and again allows you the ability to sort of group multiple keys together on a single locking S-Beaner, and then of course rack them up on this. So it's a great way to keep up with multiple keys. I like to organize it for multiple keys, maybe on a roof rack.
Sure.
You're trying to remember which ones go with where, so you can fit more than one key through that micro lock.
When do we get the bottle opener version?
That's it. Patience. So here's and the InfiniKey. I don't know that we'd spoken about that. We brought this out in the summertime, and this is essentially a product that allows everyone to have an alternative to using split rings. I'll give you an example here. If this is, if you imagine if this were a key with an opening on it, you put the key through the carabiner top, and then this is all stainless steel, so essentially it flexes to allow you to hold all the keys and then not have to deal with the split ring.
So you can pop anything down in there.
Exactly.
Well, not anything. Anything within reason.
Most things. So this is like $3.99. So I'll give you just I think a couple more items I want to talk about that are related to mobile. And well, maybe a couple more here. So this is a new product called the Quick Stand, and the Quick Stand is a mobile device stand. And what this stand allows you to do is, it's the size of a credit card. So when you look at the size of it, it's very portable and compact. But essentially,
really
what you can do is you open this up, and then this allows you to turn this into an adjustable stand. And by this portion actually opening forward, you can take different phones, an iOS device, an Android device, up to a 7-inch tablet, and essentially stand it up in either portrait or landscape. And it's just a convenient way not to have to prop your phone up against your cup of coffee in the morning.
Sure, yeah.
So that's a fun item, but it's like $9.99 MSRP.
This weighs nothing.
That's right, yeah. And this is all polypropylene, so it's flexible, so when you store it in your pocket or your wallet, you're not going to damage it. All right. And I want to talk about a new gear tie that we brought on the market. This is called, this is the gear tie clippable. Essentially, it's a clippable twist tie, and we're excited about these in that we've essentially molded a loop at the other end of the gear tie, and we've attached our number 0 plastic S-Beaner to it. So these make fantastic zipper pulls. You can clip them on lots of zippers, you can clip them on material, but essentially, since you can bend them, twist them, shape them, it's a great keeper.
Right.
So if you want to be able to carry your keys intermittently when you have your hands full, or you want to wrap different size, USB cords or headset cords around it, you can clip them to all different places. So we're going to do them in several different colors. But I think if you use the 3-inch gear ties before, you'll find some interesting applications of what you can do with our new ones.
Headphones.
Exactly.
I like that suggestion.
That's a good one. All right. So, and then I want to talk a little bit about a product called the Handle Band. And the Handle Band is a universal smartphone bar mount. And essentially, this is a product that is molded of silicone. So this allows you to take any mobile device and encircle it and attach it around a bar. So if you want to attach this to the handlebars of a bicycle, to an ATV, to a jog stroller, to many different styles of bars. So essentially, the way this is going to work is you form. Thank you for the bar. So essentially, you put it around the bar in this fashion. It's so it's now attached, and you can take most devices. Again, sorry, as I flex it here. Most Android or iOS devices, and simply stretch this over the top. And what I like about this a lot, I just put it on upside down, but essentially you get the idea. You can still access the screen because of the split strap and be able to attach it. So you can attach it in a landscape position on the bar, or actually put it in portrait right on the bar. But it holds absolutely fantastic. And there is a bottle opener on it as well, just in case.
Just in case.
You gotta have one of those.
Have you tried the massive phones like the Galaxy Notes and stuff like that?
You know, I feel like the range on it is up to about a Galaxy S4
Okay,
with
so
a pretty
5-inch
decent sized
screen, give or
case
take.
on it. Yeah, I would say that's about the limit. That's sort of the design of where it is relative to the stretch.
And you can put anything in here.
Well, you know,
throw
we've
a
watched lots
flashlight
of
in
people put
there,
a
or
flashlight in there and
Sure.
be able to turn it in. We watch people attach pumps to you know to the frame of their bike as well. But it's a really great way if you're out on a ride or you're going somewhere. Essentially, any way you want to attach to a bar, it's a nice way to do it. So that's
that
good. Well, there is more. There's a lot to talk about. We've now made gear ties in 64-inch lengths, which is fantastic for, you know, actually that creates a circle about this big around.
For people?
You know, if you want to tie gear down on your roof rack or just
Right.
bundle things together, they're finally long enough. So we've had a lot of people ask us for longer ones, so we've finally done that. But
Great.
But yeah, appreciate you taking all the time, and we're excited to get all the new items starting to ship.
Yeah, thanks for talking to us again.
February.
Yeah, we'll see you again next
Great.
year.
Thanks very much, Marshall.
Thanks.
Take care. Thanks.